road game. Let's go. He doesn't need it, really. Tough crowd.
Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all
Here we go.
There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues.
Kevin's
As we'll see a squad
torture
from the SEC,
Stover.
the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started.
Here we go.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all offseason. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to pick it up on the
Let's
ground.
go.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Finds him out of the backfield. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw catching up to give them the first down.
First down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He makes the connection. At the 45 on its way. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Going up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't get anything done on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. The give out of the gun. A strong tackle.
3rd and 9. Let's go.
This offensive line better figure out a plan.
Here we go.
Tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might
What's
want
up,
to start
Dusty?
double teaming him. He's going to be a problem.
Trying to
forward.
beat
You saw
Stefan.
all of his ability on that last one.
On 3rd down, going up top.
Fuck.
Fires to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
I need to win
Well,
against
this
these or
offensive
something.
coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and you didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They
Oh,
look like a well-oiled
wide
machine
left.
early in this game on offense.
Nice.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense set for a
He's
first
not
down
ready for
play.
this.
He's going to pass. Coming out aggressively. Pulls it in on the right. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Let's go.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receivers.
Take the lead. 7-0.
And
6.
the extra point puts them on top by 1. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Comes out throwing on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds a tight end. And they knock him down there with nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He makes the grab. And they stop him just short of
Ooh,
the stick.
4th and
Bring
2.
up a
What's he
decision
do?
on fourth down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Finds his
Oh, I
man,
was
they
hoping you'd
convert.
drop it.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for the offense.
You can tell
Come
this
on.
is a pass move. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a
6
completion,
yard
they lost
balls
yardage.
pass. All right, we'll take that.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to
Got him. Let's go.
And this
Third and
sophomore able to wreak
forever.
some havoc and get the sack.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. A big game there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown.
Now he's got to go for 2.
Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Tulsa wasting no time. Looking to throw, it's Ventura. Pressure coming.
What the fuck?
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got
My offensive lineman just kind of watched him go by. That's awesome.
And then once he scrambles out that pocket, he starts to go to the left. I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I love when players understand situations.
He's
and they
scared.
understand where the first down marker
He's
is.
scared.
And they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create
Did he get a
that
foot
run
down?
physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, the quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Oh, son of a bitch.
And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He looks that one in nicely. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got it down the middle. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good game.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit.
He's scared.
You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again, who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. He wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Keep the heat on.
This defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. Not as efficient.
Right.
Nice job by the defense.
I've had like the ball twice. What the fuck?
3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Ooh, decisions.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end
I was
zone.
gonna laugh if we dropped that. Oh.
You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Looking to throw. He's got a nose for that goal.
Well, he got
First
some
he
points
scored the
back.
touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive offense.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Ventura. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finds his man. It's Owens. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best.
Ooh.
Look out, there he goes.
Let's go.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Looking down the middle.
Oh, bullshit. Come on.
Intercepted.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to
Get the
deliver the
pressure
football,
on.
and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
There we go.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Okay.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
Nothing. Let's go. That was not bullshit.
Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They keep attacking through the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass.
What
on target.
is that?
At the 40, there he goes. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Setting up the screen. Oh, it's picked.
There we go. Let's go. Pick 6.
The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Tulsa. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. Makes one man miss. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the running game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
From the shotgun,
Let's go.
handoff to the
Big
back.
stop.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Trying to make magic with his feet. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's man. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
All right, we need a big stop here. Can we do it?
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Let's go, big stop.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And they decided to go for it. They decided to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Shakes off the defender.
I know it's sexy
From
to
that
throw the
clock.
football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Dances away from 1. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Well, this guy's
let's
had a
go.
big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys.
We're
offensively.
tied.
Oh, and he missed it, and we're still tied. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34.
Ooh, he's not ready. 6 seconds.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. There have been a couple of
Barely
missed
gets it
opportunities
off.
for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped
that
on
heat
4th
on.
downs, you're right.
Why not?
Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end.
Ooh, fumble.
Ball is loose.
Ooh.
Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time.
Booth review for what?
Just
He
a second,
recovered his
the
own ball
official's
at the
going
same
to take
yard
a
line.
second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting
4th
on the
and 7.
heat and
Is he
forcing
gonna
the
go for it?
incompletion.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
Ooh, he's thinking about it. Mm-hmm.
A tie game here late, and they do
Good
not
enough.
want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Let's go. Big stop.
Partner, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in
4th
your own
and 7,
territory,
and he goes
now
for
you
it
turn the
on
football
his
over to the
side
other
of the
team,
field.
points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a
Oh,
color commentator
what
to
a
figure that
dumb
out.
mistake.
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Puts him in the spin cycle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you
Feels
are doing
good.
just that.
Feels good to get a win.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's got enough.
First
And it'll be a
down.
first down for Tulsa.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge,
Here we go.
especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. Touchdown, Tulsa! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing.
They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I'll watch the defense, and if they're going to drop
Ugly
back and play
throw.
real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
Let's go, big
Not
stack.
close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
He wants a big play here late.
Let's go. We're doing shots every game now.
Nice
job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense.
Let's go.
Just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Big win.
Well, look what we have here.
Finally got a
Guys,
user
after
win.
all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw earlier.
5 shots of tequila later, and we get a win.
When you start making plays, you start stringing W's together. That's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything
bad
starts
day
to
off.
turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going.